Hey guys, welcome back to Garden and Grease. Today I wanted to give a shout out to my community, my gardening community, because we have an amazing gardening community, not just online. My literal local community is amazing. There are so many resources and so many people that want to help, and I'm just going to show you little bits of that. We live on a really busy street, and that means a lot of people pass by and see the progress that we've made on our property. Our house is 120 years old, and when we got it about less than 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, it was really overgrown and ran down. We've done a lot of work, not just to the house, but to the property itself. And neighbors pass by, people we've never talked to, we've never met, will just pass by and shout out their windows what a great job we're doing. And we literally get plants dropped off on our front porch because people want to add to the beauty of this really old property. There's a development built behind us, so everybody has to turn we live on a corner. Everybody has to turn on this road to get to that development. And a lot of those people are the ones that are just so happy to see the house on the corner where they have to turn every day is getting turned into a beautiful home. And so they like to contribute to that. And I think that's really cool. So we had daylilies dropped off. A gentleman rang the doorbell, the ring, and I spoke with him through the ring because I was out, and asked if it was okay if he left some plants. He was dividing his perennials, and of course I was like, yes, please. So he dropped off the daylilies, the little rose of Sharon, which I'm gonna plant all this up today. My neighbor, we worked together on some gardening stuff. She picked me up this American hazelnut and an elderberry, and a pawpaw, which I have that over by another area. I'll show you that one. So she picked me up this little pawpaw. It only looks like a stick right now. Just give it some time. It's gonna be amazing. And a little trick I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna clip it in, a trick I figured out. Okay, I always end up pulling this hose out and running over my painted fern or anything that's sitting over here. And so I found this really old piece of, I don't know, like gardening something or another. I actually found it laying in one of the garden beds underneath a bunch of weeds. I stuck it in the ground and it keeps me from running over my plants with my hose. Pretty cool. I like to keep some things that I will forget to water, like this little pawpaw's gonna need watering, and I'm not gonna put it in the ground just yet. But if I keep something near the hose, I'll remember to water it more often. I'm horrible with potted plants, just horrible. Walking around to the front of the house real quick. So we've been given daisies, some other lilies. We've been given the some lamb's ear, some more lilies here. Yes. Oh, and I wanted to point out the foxgloves look like they're starting to get their blooms on. Ooh, this is gonna be a great year. I wanted to point out that our community, our township, also has free compost. We're talking actual compost and the wood chip mulch. Okay guys, we're at the joint compost facility for our township. I know not everybody has one of these available, but a lot of us do, and it is free compost and mulch. You got wood mulch, so that is aged wood mulch right there. You see, we live on a corner here. A lot of people pass by. We get a lot of traffic, and so everybody sees this. So I try to make it pretty and useful for us because we have fruit trees that we put in here and here, and I usually keep my fig tree in this area right here. He is really, really happy if I just kind of put his pot right about there. It's the perfect amount of rain and sunlight for him. So we also got this fig tree for free. We found it on the marketplace. We have a free program. People just post, hey, I got extra plants, or, you know, I need plants. And a lady said, if somebody could come dig this up, I can't dig right now, and I want to have something else in my garden area. You can have it. So we dug it up. Look. It's setting fruit. I love using the Facebook marketplace a little too much. I'm going somewhere else today that has a couple of things for sale for the garden I'm going to check out. But I also got a free pepper plant. I put out a call for some help. My pepper seedlings aren't looking so hot. I've lost about 50% of my pepper seedlings. This is the worst year I've ever had. I'll talk about it later on in the year before we start preparing for next season's seedling, how I'm going to do things different with seedlings. I found out I'm really not the only one having an issue. I think it is just a soil issue. But anyways, I digress. Got free pepper seedling and some people that direct me to some places that have really cheap pepper seedlings, vegetable and flower seedlings in our local area, and I think that's awesome. So thank you to my local community, and I suggest all of you check into your local community. I mean, you can find this stuff online and you can, you know, talk with people online, but to interact with them is a whole nother level. It is awesome. We have a community garden. So we have the community garden plots where people can like rent a plot, but we've also just started a actual community garden where the food goes to the community for free, and people are banding together to help build this, and it is really cool. We also have seed and plant swaps here, which is really neat. I live in the middle of two towns. Both have these programs, so you can take perennials or your seedlings or whatever, depending on what the swap is for that week, and swap plants. So free plants, give a little, get a little, and you get to meet some other people and learn a lot in your local area. Your very local area is super important to learn what other people are growing and how they're dealing with the same problems you're probably dealing with, because you have the same growing conditions. Well, except for your little microclimate of your yard, which each is a little bit different. But I wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Garden and Grease. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Have a good one.